Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to our crazy farming simulator series. We will back that one in there. We don't own it, so technically we don't have to stick it in the shed because we don't own it. But yeah, it's not it's not like it can fit in the shed anyway. We have a slight issue with that. Let's bring you over this way. And I think I previously forgot to I loaded fertilizer from our sell point right there, our buy point right there, when we actually now have fertilizer in our tower. So that was a bit of a mistake on my part. We bring this one over here. And there we go. 1 million litres unloaded into our forage machine-y doodah. And we've got right here. So we've got grass silage. That one is being made. Grass into silage right there. We've got hay, 350,000 right there. Grass hay right there. So that one will also work. So if I put both of those going, we'll now have an even spread between the hay and the silage coming in. We're going to need a bit more straw soon, but we know where that's coming from. That's on its way once the fields have grown, and then everything will be fine in there. Excuse me. Right, fertilizer. I'll use this tractor to do the fertilizer spreading because it's faster on its feet than the other one. I'm not sure what that spinner is like, whether we need to make some adjustments and get a different one. I don't actually know if I've got a fertilizer spreader adjusted for me. I don't think I do. What's this one got here? It does have a 42 meter width on this one, which is pretty good. I'd say that 42 meters is reasonable. So we'll bring you over here. We won't get it from there. We will bring it down this way. And we'll go over to here. Take that cover off. And load it up like that. Put the cover back on. And I'll whiz up to the fields. Right, this field here. So I've got that, this gateway over here. And this one now, I'm thinking we could actually remove this. We could sell this gate. This isn't one that we're going to want to use again. And because of the way this field is done. So if I remove the gate and a section of the hedgerow here, we'd easily be able to get through. So this is another alteration that I want to make. I'm going to leave the tree in place just because I want to see what it's like. It's nice to have some trees, and that one doesn't actually seem to be very much in the way. I've moved the hedgerow right back, but we will have to go round the tree. But I'm kind of hoping that that one isn't going to cause us any issues. So we can't quite do this whole field with a single pass, but that's all right. We'll go up here into the next one. So I'm only doing 28. Is that's already with a fast... You know, I'm definitely going to have to come back and redo a fertilizer... Have I done a fertilizer spreader? Let me just check a second. I thought I did a fertilizer spreader. Let's have a look. Amazon. There's all of these Amazon... There is a Stevie one there, which does 28 kilometers an hour. And that's not the one that we've got. And then we go up a little bit further. And we can see the names of these mods. I don't have one. Okay, this genuinely surprises me. In which case, we're going to want to go with this one. Now, this one will take up to 6,400. Stevie's one does 28 kilometers an hour, which means that we can get to 38 going flat out. This one here only does 28, so it's not going any faster, which is really not what we want. This is unacceptable behavior as far as I'm concerned. It's much too slow. It's painfully so. Yeah, generally speaking, this is not the way that we want our fertilizer spinner to behave. So I'm just bringing it over to this side of the field a second, and then I'll shut off. I'm going to run this one up to the dealership. So the only way to get through here is down to there and then up round. I think we need a new bit to get through between these fields here. There's one extra gap through the hedgerow that we're going to need, I think, just to complete that, and then we can easily get around all of those grass fields without having to worry about gates or folding up machinery or anything like that. So I'm just going to bring you up to here like this and empty that one out there, and then I'm going to bring this one over here, and we will get the Stevie one instead. Although, well, Stevie one is only like a little bit far. I know how we can do this. I've got an idea. Right, because we're supposed to pay for things, but I don't actually have to do the whole cap thing with everything that I do. So let me just do that. We'll sell that one, because we have got the Stevie options, and his are very cool options. So we'll go into the fertilizer spinners. Let me just check and see what else we've got. We have got these trailed ones by Stevie as well, which he has altered the speed on these two right here, but I don't actually want a trailed one this time round. That one has also been altered. That's a 42-meter spread. Again, not what I'm after, so I will go with this one here. We will change our working speed up to 38. Capacity will give us an extension, so 6,400 litres, and then we can have whatever colour we like. So we will go with the black and yellow on this, although it does actually keep the orange on there as well. So we will keep that bit as orange, and so that it's matching the orange that doesn't change colour on there. And I'm going to buy this one because it's only 26,000. And yes, it does go faster, so it's going about twice the speed, which means that we need to double. So we need to lose 26,000, which means that 26,800 actually. I've taken that from the farm account to actually reflect the true cost of what that machine should cost us. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to buy any more fertilizer. I'm just going to leave that there on the floor. And we'll pick that up. And then if we do need to refill, we'll have to go back to the farm and we'll get it from our fertilizer tower that we've got. So let me bring you over this way and do that, and then we can reload this a minute. 2,800 litres of fertilizer on board, and it now does 38 instead of 28, which is a lot better than it was. I'll bring you over here, and oh, that's better. That's much better. I mean, yes. If we can get it to go faster than that, if I can have one that does 50 kilometers an hour and is double the spreading width of this, that means that instead of being about 56,000, double it again for the, well, it's not double again, it's basically another section, so it would be 3 times for speed, which means that it'd be about 70, well, call it 80 grand. And then the spreading width, if I was to put that out to, like, well, at the moment it's 42. If I was to put it to, say, 90, so it's double this width, then we would double it up again. So we're on 80,000 for cost. That would take our total cost up to about 160,000 for the spreader. Which I don't think is too bad, actually. For a spreader that does 50 kilometers an hour, and, well, we'd set it at 40 kilometers an hour. That would allow us to do up to 50 kilometers an hour. But, yeah, for a spreader that does that speed and has a 90-meter width, I think that's going to be pretty good. I think that is going to be the spreader of our dreams, because we'll be able to get through these fields in no time at all. The biggest problem is going to be doing lots of overlaps. But honestly, I don't think that's going to matter very much. I won't tinker, like, I think Stevie does actually slow down the rate that the fertilizer comes out. That's actually set in the XML file. So if you're into tweaking your mods, there is, or at least there used to be, I haven't looked at it for a while, certainly in previous versions of the game, there used to be a setting in the XML file, or there's a bit of code that you can actually add in there that says how fast the fertilizer leaves the fertilizer spreader. And you can change that. So they've got a default value, which is what it will go to. But if you don't have it set for the default value, then it will go whatever the game thinks it should be doing, and you get I think it's this, but you can change it. You can alter the speed at which the fertilizer or the slurry from the slurry spreaders and that comes out, so you can basically have like 1 liter a second. So if you've got a 30,000 liter tanker, you can change the setting on that one so it pretty much never empties. You fill it up once and then you never have to empty it again, which is not very good if you actually want to be using up your slurry, because some well, I say some. I didn't actually realize until recently that if your cows have got full slurry on the cattle pen, they actually take a hit in productivity. And I didn't realize this. I didn't know. This is something that I learned recently while doing the time-lapse series, and my cows weren't producing the same amount of milk that they had been each morning. I was like, well, what's going on here? This doesn't make any sense. Why are they not giving me any milk anymore? Turns out that, yes, if your cattle run out of space for slurry, that's what happens. And I was actually quite impressed with that. It was a bit of a nuisance, but it is something that did impress me. Now, okay, so we've got a bit over there. We've got field 98 to do over there, and field 83 down that way also needs a bit of fertilizer. So I want to get to field 98. Now, it was this bit along here I wanted to be able to get through. Oh, field 98 is that one there. And I wanted to be able to get through from here down into the lower fields. But I reckon if we go up this way, and we'll do our passage through here by this tree. So, actually, the gate, we will get rid of the gate because there's a... Oh, there isn't a post over this side. It's just that, and then it's tied to the hedge, which is actually very, very realistic. Tying it back to the hedge rather than a gate post, yeah, there's lots of farms where that is a real thing. Right, bring you over. There we go. Right, I want to take that one out. This tree is obviously going to have to go, so I'll get rid of that one as well. That one's out of the way. The gate can stay there, and that bit is all tickety-boo. And I've already got a gap through the hedge down there to that one. So it's just being able to get into here. Right, excellent. That's perfect. Bring you in here like this. Start the spreader up. And we've got this little field right here. And yeah, there's a piece underneath that tree there that we can use to get down into the big field. And then there was a little bit right down the end at the bottom field that we had not quite finished. So I'm just going to bring you on around like that. Shut that one off. And then we can go through here down into the next field. I might end up making that gateway a little tiny bit wider. This field we hadn't finished. And also the little field down there we haven't finished as well. So I'll just finish these off a sec. Oh, and that little field there. Alright, there's still several fields that we haven't finished. Thinking that we might end up having to do the same principle in these fields as we have done over in the grass fields and just make the areas bigger, because I can't get through all of them. So it's field 83 down there. Is that one all the way down there? And I can't see how I'm supposed to get to it. Driving around, I don't know if I go in through this one to get to it. And there might be there is a gate off the road that we can get to. There's nothing down this way. This is what I would describe as a bit of a jolly nuisance. There isn't oh, yes there is. It's in that next field to me. Okay, I can now see how we're supposed to get in there. But, yeah, again, I think that we might just widen the gateways, because that way we don't have to worry about our machinery. We don't have to take the headers off when we go between fields, things like that. And, like, there's a gap right there between those two fields, and that's what we'll want down through the fields, and this is just going to make life a lot easier. And yes, we could remove entire hedgerows, and we could do it like that. And I possibly will do that later, but right now I don't actually want to remove entire hedgerows. I like the idea of working these slightly smaller fields. It's just that getting between them is always a challenge. Now, getting the machinery from the dealership now, we've kind of overcome that challenge completely. That is no longer an issue for us, because we have got this new road that goes right across this slab of land that we've got here. So that's never going to be an issue for us again. Not something that we actually have to worry about in the slightest. So we've gone there and we've done that. Go back up into here and then back through that one. And yeah, I'm driving all over the crops, but that doesn't matter. That's absolutely fine. And then we're going to take our new fertilizer spinner back home. And that's everything. I think we've done everything that we need to do for the month of June. The cows are happy and they have got food. At least I think they do. We will double check them in just a second. We have brought new food home for them. We've cut the field in here where I'm going to put down some greenhouses. I got 262,000 euros at the moment. And I will be wanting to get more euros and make investments in different things. But I'm not quite sure what I want to invest in just yet. I'm thinking that we want to start off by doing the milk factory, because I've got the milk factory. It is now done as a cat thingamajiggy. So we've got a cat milk factory. Got all of these over here. Bakery, BGA, Butter Co, cat, Big Grape, cereal, chocolate, cat bottled milk plant. This one right here. So I've got that one. It's 150,000. That's going to leave us 100,000 left over, which I'm not sure is going to be enough to be able to lease the stuff for the harvest. I've got the sell everything container right there, and we've got the milk thing right there, so we don't have to go far for selling stuff, which is kind of what we want, because we've got oops. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of selling stuff, so if the sell point is right there, it's just going to make life easier. Now, let me check. Cows. They need 42,000 per day. We've got 47,000 in there at the moment. We're going to need to get them some more food. In fact, it probably wouldn't hurt to put more food in for them right now. I've got a bit... Have I got food in there? Oh, no, I think I've got straw in there. I thought I had something in that one. Oh, no, I don't. I don't have anything at all in it. We will need to do something with an animal feeder. We have got one, but I don't think I've got the correct prices set on it. So that's going to have to be dealt with. This one right here is a stock one, which is... Well, it's not... I don't think it's a stock one. It's a mod, but it's still not giving us quite everything that we're going to want. It doesn't have the kind of speed that we want when it comes to doing the unloadering. And I don't want mixed ration. I don't want hay either. I want silage. So we're going to take silage there. It's 47,000. I go and put this load in for the cows, and that will keep them until tomorrow. And should also help hold them until we get a bigger and better feeder thing. Like, it's... See? It takes too long. It's way too long. But that's going to keep them happy until we've got more stuff coming in. At least this is the plan. Right, I'm going to leave that one there. And I'm going to camp out right here in the yard tonight. It is July. Right. What have we got, and where have we got it? Let's have a look. First up, we want to have a look in here. So we've got some milk. We have a bit of solid fertilizer right there. We got 60,000 litres of slurry, 37,000 litres of digestate. So we're not going to worry about any of those. We haven't really got anything other than 2,000 litres. Well, we can't even get the bread out because it's bigger pallets than that. So we've got nothing right now that we can do with. We just want to move the milk out of the cows and put that somewhere else. And I will also go and get something from there. There isn't really anything else that I can do right now until we get more flour coming in. Like, at the moment, we're kind of at a bit of a dead end. I will go and top that one back up with milk so that we've got some stuff in there. And well, we don't need to worry about the slurry right now. So let's first get you. I'll put another load of food in for these. Then we'll get the milk tanker. We'll get the milk from there and we'll take it over to the dairy and we can have that one running. So another load of silage from there. 47,000 litres of that. Now, in theory, I should be able to bring this over and start this unloading if I get to the right place, and then also collect the milk at the same time if... Remember where I put it. That one goes there. I might not be able to have that running at the same time. I didn't actually realise that we'd run out of milk. The dairy must be going faster than I originally thought. Have we got butter? No, we haven't got butter going in that dairy, have we? Cap Millman Dairy right there. Why is that suddenly... Because it wasn't running out, was it? We were struggling to keep that moving. And we got this farm dairy. Right, that one's still going just fine. I was wondering if maybe one of the other machines had poached the milk away from us, but I don't think that has happened. That doesn't seem to have happened. So, panic over. We don't need to worry about that. So, we will do what we've done previously. Oh, it was because the cows ran out of food, didn't they? And then we had to bring them back up again. So, we had a temporary moment where there wasn't very much food. So, if we open that one up, can I load this from here? No, I can't. I wondered if maybe it was close enough, but it's not. So we will go back to you. And... well, we'll drop this one here for a minute, and then I will use that to go and get... we'll get the slurry tanker, and we'll move some stuff around with the slurry tanker. And we've also got a bit of manure over here as well that we can do. So I'll bring you in over here, like this. And... load that one up. So we've got 25,000 litres of milk. I definitely need to change this one around now. 25,000 litres right there. And we've got another load then that we can go and do afterwards. Or maybe I forgot to do the milk yesterday. It's entirely possible that I just didn't do the milk yesterday. But I'll bring this one over here and we'll unload a bit into this. I really need to do something about this one. We'll have to... what we will do with this one is we will disregard the weight of the milk, I think. Why aren't you unloading? Oh. It unloads there. That's why. There we go. Right, so we've done that bit. Then we can come over here and we can plant in another load of milk here. I like... yeah. I've said before many times. I like the lorry, but I also really like the one that we had last time. Like that TLX truck. I kind of want the truck back. That one was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that one. So I'm thinking that maybe we'll settle for that one. Because our cows now, like, we're going to need massive capacity on this lorry. And that's great and all, and then I'm sure it will work, but the truck just... there was something really cool about that truck. Just bring you over here, and I need to open the covers. And we can load up the rest of the milk, another 9,000 litres. Run this over. I'll bring that into there and unload all of that. So we've now got milk in the dairy. That's going to be distributing more dairy stuff around all of them. And although I did say that we don't need to worry about it today, have a look at the cows. We've got 100,000 litres of food, which is good. We have 60,000 litres of slurry in here. We've only got 11,000 straw. Right. Let's go back to this one. And I will bring a load of straw over for the cows. This is why we need much bigger machines. Because, I mean, we've only got like 20 cows at the moment. But it's already showing us that we're going to struggle with this overall. So there's 200,000 litres of straw in there. Less 47,000. It's a good job we got more straw coming in soon. It's July at the moment. I don't think anything's ready to cut. Oh, actually, there might be a field ready to cut. I haven't even looked at the map yet. Been so busy doing all of this. That one goes in there. While we unload, there might be a field that is ready to cut. One of these over here. We go back. No, it's not. Not yet. Next month, there will be a field ready to cut. And, right. See that needs rolling on there? I think... I don't know if I've enabled the mod on this series, but let's go there. Periodic... Okay, so I haven't enabled the mod. There's another mod where you can turn periodic rolling on and off as well if you want to. So it just completely removes the whole rolling need on the map, which is really awesome. And it's something that I think that I will be adding to this series. Because then I don't need to worry about it at all. I'm going to add in another load of straw there so that I don't forget about it. Because the... Well, it doesn't actually make any difference to the overall happiness of the animals, does it? So it doesn't matter if we run out. I just don't want to run out of straw. So I'm just going to bring you in there and unload that bit. And our tanker is 80,000 litres. So I'll actually leave that one until tomorrow. And then we can move the slurry tomorrow. And we've got other things that we're going to want to do. Isn't anything else that we need to do today. We've got, like, there isn't very much going on with our other machines and stuff, and with our factories, because we just don't have the materials coming in just yet. So if we go there to the silage, I'll take this over, put it in front of the cattle house, and start it unloading, and then I will go and get some sleep. So bring this one over to here, like this. Put you there, and then I'm going to go and get some sleep. That has now emptied everything out. So if we go and check the cows on our brand new shiny day, we've got 109,000 litres of food. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.